So what are you guys doing today?
Maybe you describe it. You know better than me.
Just reliving a fantastic battle.
10-year anniversary of Sharon Pat's Day. February, gonna come out a skit. I'm gonna get cooked in the skit. I've seen the script. It's nasty work. Battlers cannot use this in any battles. I'm gonna have to have the contract updated for organic. This skit is off limits for bars. I'm gonna be a homeless man in a box. I don't know what. I'm jerking off to a porn magazine with a banana. Like, there's some weird shit. But that's what Pat wants. He loves Pat's the king of weird shit.
Pat's mind, dude. This is Pat's mind.
And that's exactly what he wanted.
This is what Pat wanted you to do.
Show me the
He loved bananas, bro. I don't even need to pause that.
That are gonna make a cameo.
where he just breaks out the banana and starts eating it. Dog, he needed to make that, like, if he made that a staple in regular battles.
That would have been hilarious.
It was really cool to see, man.
It's dope, eh? The mural's sick too.
Like all the people rocking all the merch. This is super awesome.
Last year it filled up, like it was full. By like
This is
3,
second
4
year?
o'clock. This is second year.
Word.
Well, I guess technically the third year, but the first year wasn't like this. It was more just the bars. Going to the bars.
Okay.
Because this mural just got popped up. This was here, then this popped up last year,
tough, bro.
and then they added the Stay Forever now on the backside.
Yeah, I'll just change when I get over there, yeah. I'm not really in good shape, so.
Whatever. You got to show off the guns, Corey.
I gotta work on my stare. I haven't practiced my stairs yet.
You did good.
Thank you.
I feel like you're in that.
Should we get an Avo stare?
Wait, hold on. All right, go for it.
In a public park with like a kid's playground. Like it's like there's kids on a playground right behind us. Like anyone there? And like after that, A-Rap music came out. You know, Dipset's like the producer of all Dipset shit. Ronan and Pat finished that battle. I've never seen a crowd just go like this because they were selling merch to the left and left the fucking stage. A-Rap's there alone hitting the drum pad, like killing it, like an incredible fire set, like unbelievable. Everyone just wanted to go go talk to Pat and Roan. Wow. They just blew people's minds. Yeah, right down to the macro fishermen and everything.
He uses. Should I give him a mackerel? Yo, here's a mackerel! Here's a fucking mackerel! What?
Roan saw that motherfucker. Roan saw that guy earlier in the day, and he saw that guy. He goes, "Yo, come back with a battle." He knew he's
Hilarious.
He put that macro fisherman off the fucking line.
Jack Boy told me the thing to do when you land a big line is you have to hop around to different people on the stage, like dap up everyone in the crowd.
That's good,
and I'm like, that probably looks really cool, like when you do it. I'm like, I don't know if
We don't even know to dap up.
Yeah, I'll start shaking hands. Like, I don't know.
Good job, sir.
Yeah, but Jack Boy, you can
Like,
take your
we
shirt
cannot
off
hype
on
people.
stage and it's fine. That's crazy. That's the craziest thing. That's the best superpower. Like imagine in battle rap being able to take your shirt off and everyone just
We're just not
starts
fit
cheering.
for that. People would be like booing us and shit.
Oh, it'd be
like,
the biggest pause thing ever. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
but Pat could have done that.
Pat could have taken his pants off.
I think,
like,
I'm
it would have
surprised
been
he
totally
hasn't.
fine.
He did Moon K-Shine.
Oh yeah,
True. Yeah, actually.
Hey, I really, you know what was so funny?
Yeah.
And like I've told Pat before, I was like, the K-Shine battle, I wasn't like a huge. That was like the one battle of his I wasn't a fan of, and it was during COVID, and I brought like all my friends to, because we had no entertainment. I'm like, come over, like we're allowed like 6 people in the house. I'm like, watch my friend Pat Stay, he's so good, and they don't really know battle rap, and like he just phoned in the performance and like mooned the crowd, and I'm like, usually he's much better than this guy. Like this is not the best Pat Stay representation.
That's hilarious.
But it is what it is. He he phoned in that battle, but like every other battle he did was like amazing.
Yeah.
He still had some good moments in that.
He did.
But
He just like he wasn't really prepared or whatever.
I thought we were going to see some because K-Shine's an interesting character to write for. Like Pat, there's a lot of short stuff. There's a lot of things I thought he could have done, but he still had some great stuff. I think it's just
Thing about Pat is a lot of the time, like his real sick material, he called me like 2 days before, maybe a day before, and he maybe had like 60-70% done. Like he was still adding in lines and stuff. I'm like, bro, like get it together soon.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He put his shit together last second for Suge, everything.
Yeah, that's so impressive.
He had like nothing for Suge like 3 days before.
I feel like you're the opposite. I feel like you're able to write so fast, but you do it early. Like you'll have your if you get locked in, you're still finished in like a couple of days.
Yeah.
You don't ever wait for the last second.
When we had me and Ilmac locked in, I wrote like half of it at the venue, verse 40, and then the next day, I tried to call you, but you were busy. But I called A-Ward and spit him those 3 rounds for Ilmac in one day.
I was so mad because I just got locked with Thesaurus, and I knew that they got locked together, and I got a call, and Sharon's like, hey, you want to hear my Ilmac material? I'm like, dude, we both got this locked in less than 24 hours ago, and you're like, yeah, I wrote it last night. I'm like, that's, and you had the audacity to go, do you have anything for Thesaurus yet? I'm like, I have nothing. What? No, I have nothing. I have nothing, bro. It's not even in my notes yet. It's like a note on my phone. Like, it's not, I have nothing.
I clipped up too. I had like 4-minute, 5-minute rounds
insane.
because I was just like, I saw Ilmac go over the time limit with Rum Nitty, and I'm like, well, I can't get caught. Like if I do 2-minute rounds and he has 4 minutes in Scotia here, like I can't let that happen. So I'm like, I'll just clip up. But I think he respected the time limit, so it is what it is, Like
How long
I had
were the time limits?
What
were they?
I didn't get a contract. I just rapped.
Okay, word. Yeah.
I felt weird because when I got locked in, I'm like, yeah, let's make it 2-minute rounds because I was so nervous about being able to write for Thesaurus.
Yeah.
But then when I started writing, I was like, okay, I have like 4 minutes for every round, and so it's funny how like when you start really writing, you're like, oh yeah, I could. There's a lot of
You had
stuff
4-minute rounds?
At one point I did, but I really cut it down to about 3. But I was nervous going in. 'Cause like I hate going over the time limit. I like respecting it.
I love going over the time limit.
Hey, it's so good to see you.
I respected the time limit once in my life against Nun, and he did not respect it, and he bodied me. And I was in his hometown dealing with the gas. I'm like, bro, I'm never sticking to this contract. They're like, yo, we're cutting people off at 2 minutes. Like, he goes, spits like a 5-minute verse. I'm like, oh, I'm getting bodied, bro. I only have 2 minutes.
What's up, man? Happy stay day.
You feeling good?
Good, man. Good. I got the brood out with me.
Yeah.
You guys want to say hi?
Hey, guys.
Archer and Atlas and my shy little Anthem. Anthem, show off the kicks. We're matching.
Oh, that is cool. Nice.
Little camera shy for now.
We out here, huh?
Good to see everyone and their families out here, man.
Yeah.
It's a great little event, and obviously here to honor Pat. It's good seeing his family out here. Lots of smiles all around, as he would have wanted it.
Yeah. How does it feel like coming back to was this your first event in a while?
Yeah, I was at one in Toronto last year, but it was a little surreal for me because I moved to Scotia a couple years ago. So coming to events that feel so like Toronto-centric in my head, and to see all my Toronto friends out here was a little surreal. And I came with someone, Zach Churchill, who it was his first event ever.
Oh, wow.
He's the politician who spoke the homage to Pat into the record and legislature. And it was nice to go with someone with a fresh lens on it, because all of the things that are like pedestrian to us that we're used to, he's like, oh my God, look, there's the thesaurus like practicing his material, pacing around like a maniac out front of the event. Like, that's like white noise to me. I'm so used to that stuff, but it was exciting to see it kind of through his lens. It's cool.
Dope, man. I know that we talked about this last night. I don't know if you want to use this one, but what's like your favorite Pat memory?
Oh man, there are far too many, but the one that Avo's referencing here that is relevant because Avocado was there was...
Dad,
yes.
can I go on the rocks?
I don't like that idea, no. I'm going to say no. You can go on the first layer of rocks, but you can't climb down them at all. Okay. So we were out in Calgary, and there was a whole bunch of Pat's oil drilling, interesting friends out there. And they were partying after the event, and Pat was like, oh, come down and hang out with us. And so me and Avo went down. There was someone else with us too.
J-Pro.
Yeah, J-Pro was there. And when we got to the room, it was like 13, 14 guys in the room, 2 shirts between the whole bunch of them. They were all on something, and just the wildest, most aggressive but friendly. I remember at one point, one of the guys was smelling avocado and saying, "Oh, this California boy smells good," and telling his friends to come over and smell avo, which they were happy to do. And it was just like, it was a very interesting angle on masculinity that I think exposed a world of Pat's. I mean, that's part of what Pat could do so comfortably, was move through any circle of people. Like, we'd pop into a seniors bar before an event and he'd have them laughing, and then jump into a rap event, and then head out to the club or whatever, and in all these circles was intimidatingly comfortable. And that was just a testament to kind of the extremes of groups that he was comfortable with.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite memories too.
Loved it. You being a shy boy? Hey, you gotta say hi.
What's up, young legends? Easy call. Come on. Easy call. Big dog, where you at?
Don't be shy. Give him a little one.
Boom goes the dynamite. I ain't mad at it.
Trevor is one of my favorite rap dads. He's the father of an incredible son and has been a great inspiration for me, because a lot of people aren't as proud of being a dad as you know, you and Pat were great
Which
examples.
is nutty,
for
because
me.
it's pretty fantastic.
It is the best.
Yeah,
And you got
literally
a great son too. He's like, seeing him grow from a young teen to like a man now. You know what I mean?
A couple
He's
weeks
like,
ago against
oh, yeah?
me in a compliment battle.
Oh, sick.
On Barstool,
Amazing.
Yep. Dude, I'm gonna let you know when it drops, bro.
Dude, he's
a
this
maniac,
guy.
bro.
I can like see your influence on him, but I can also see that you gave him the space to be his own man, and he's really coming to into his own in a way that's just incredible.
How does this feel to be out here, Trevor?
Man, it's beautiful, and the awesome thing was when I was taking the Uber there, you can see the Pat Stay, the faith mural from like there. I was like, I just turned now as I'm talking to you and realized they did another one with just his name and like arcade block letters.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's cool, man, and the crowd was incredible. It's incredible, bro. It's incredible.
The ending of your third, I gotta tell you, like, me and Travis walked up to each other, and Travis was like, "I'm too emotional for battle rap, man." And I was like, "Yeah, I tried really hard not to cry during that too."
That's where it belongs, bro. Like, let's be honest. That's where it belongs, bro. Like, that he was. Bro, I don't know what the population of Halifax is or whatever. It's not, when you think hip hop, you don't think Halifax. The way that he's the greatest battle rapper of all time to me. How that happens from Halifax is beyond me, bro. Like, you know, how is it not LA? How is it not New York? How is the greatest battle rapper of all time from Halifax? Because I think about, you know, me being from Pittsburgh and having accomplished so much, and I'm like, this is awesome. But I'm like, bro, I couldn't point Halifax on him. Zero disrespect, by the way. But like, you know, you think, and just, you know, what an incredible just person overall, bro. And like, you know, again, right after my father died, Pat's mom was in rough shape. Bro sent me a video message with him and his mom, like telling me everything. And I feel like she was in like, you know, rough shape, you know what I'm saying? And that was crazy to me. I'm like, bro, it was almost like, I don't know how to word this without sounding wet, but like, so nice that I was like, it was uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, like, I don't even know what to do about this. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, bro, anytime, bro. Anytime I can. Cool, man. Like, people stop me at the airport with it. I got sent to immigration again because I got turned down in 2011 crossing the Peace Bridge. So they send me to immigration every time now. Yeah. And they were like, oh, yeah, I know that. You know, he's really good. I was like, yep. So, where are we at with the street name?
The street name?
Remember there was a petition to get a street name? Yeah, that needs to happen.
That's a really good point,
bro. That's an easiest call.
Yeah, facts.
Matter of fact, I went to the wrong Maitland. That's a mile and a half away. You're telling me you can't spare a Pat Stay Street? Fuck we doing? Facts. Holy fucks, Nova Scotia, what are we doing?
How does it feel to have the battle of the night last night too, man?
If I could tell you how stressed out I was all week, I was in the airport running my rounds. I re-recorded them just because like I'd change a word here and a word there, and I'm like, I need to re-record them. Like, I ran the shit till I was blue and I didn't have a drink, nothing. I'm not a raging alcoholic. I didn't like to lead with that, but I like to drink when I travel, you know? And Jay's so good. bro. So like, I'm like, damn, I could come out here and get smoked, you know, and my reputation is always on the line. I don't get days off. I don't get he just came for the job. I never get that. I haven't gotten 18. I'd love to have it once in a while. Just give me a break, you know what I mean? But man, the relief, the weight off the shoulders, you know, to have that battle and have it go the way it did and have him be as incredible and the style clash is perfect, bro. Like, again, man, it's a high that I'm literally still riding, you know what I mean? Like, man, yeah. Because what people don't understand is I got through those 3 rounds flawlessly. I practiced them 1,000 times and fucked up 998. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like pause. I'm not talking about choke, but I'm like, I'd be like, and like just like a tongue, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I gotta say that like 998 out of 1,000 times. Something I fucked up something. That could be the time that all the crowd goes, whoa, and you're like, oh shit, I lost. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Well, incredible battle, man. And like, what a better time to like have that huge performance than last night, you know?
Man, and the reception, man, the love. Bro, another special thing is to be able to turn in the crowd and see people wearing Justice for Charlie shirts in Nova Scotia.
Crazy.
Right? It's nuts, man. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd like to think I'm good with words, but man, I'd be doing a disservice to say what that means, man. And that on top of, like I said, just in the Uber coming across the bridge, I'm coming and you can see the Pat Stay's face as you're driving down the block, and that's how the fuck it should be. This shouldn't be a mural that's like on some train tracks and like bumfuck nowhere. This shit, he is the face, you know what I mean, of which is nuts because we have Sidney Crosby that's from Halifax and he plays for the Penguins. Yeah. But I got Pat, greater than symbol, Sidney Crosby. That's a confession a Pittsburgher must make.
I feel good, man. A little hungover, but I feel good.
How's it feel doing the first event in Scotia?
Really good, man. The energy was amazing. The crowd was amazing. You know what I mean? I think like the vibe out here was just really good. Everyone's so excited to have it out here. They're very appreciative. You know what I mean? So like coming to a place like this where, you know, we do events in Toronto, Los Angeles, all these cities that get so much battle rap events that when we come out here to a place where people have like been deprived of it, it's an amazing feeling because the energy is real. It's real excitement.
Word. Were you here last year at the last Stay Day?
I wasn't at Stay Day, no. I was here the year before though.
Word.
Yeah.
So wait, this is the third year?
No, but the first time we came out was for the funeral.
Yeah. I remember that. You guys were like out in the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How does everything feel right now? I know that we talked about like Real Deal's third.
Yeah.
And like how it was kind of challenging. I mean, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But and I've had like a lot of surreal moments just like walking around the city.
Yeah.
You know, like what's it resonating with you?
It's emotional, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely emotional. Between happiness and then, you know, like you're excited to see things and then the reality just kind of kicks in, but you know, then you just remind yourself that, you know, at least we're out here still experiencing and holding his name at this light. And, you know, it's like I said to Pete yesterday, you know, like most people are like, and it's sad, after 2 weeks, everyone makes their post on Facebook, makes a post on Instagram, and people kind of fade away.
Yeah.
You know, 2 years later, it seems like the strength is getting stronger for Pat.
Yeah.
You know, and that has a lot to say about, you know, the presence he had as a human being, is the presence that's holding him in his passing, you know. So it's a beautiful thing, it's an emotional thing, but I don't see this happening anywhere else for someone, man. Like it's almost surreal, you know. And given the situation, I think everyone's just trying to make the best of it, and I feel like we're doing a good job at it.
I've been asking everybody this, but what's your favorite Pat memory? It doesn't have to be battle related either. Like, what comes to mind first?
Shit, man.
A lot of good stuff.
Okay, well, I got like, it'd probably just be like the first time he came to Toronto, because, you know, me and Pat always like talked on the internet and shit. But the first time he came to Toronto, like, he was staying at my parents' house. My mom knows Pat as a kid on the couch. You know, that's what she always says about him and Holohan, the two Scotians on the couch. Because Pat would be the big guy, his feet would be hanging 4 feet off it. You know what I mean? So, like, but you know, just his comedy, like there's no particular moment because every time I was with him, I just had, my cheeks would be hurting from laughing. You could just be you and him and there'd be one other person and he would just be mimicking what they were thinking and it would just be the funniest shit ever. But I do have a good story the first time he came down too, and this is in Gully's building when we were in the elevator and we came down and a guy came in the elevator with a dog. So Gully lived at like one of the higher parts in the condo building. About halfway down, the elevator stops, and a guy walks in with a dog. And keep in mind, middle of the summer, so Pat's in shorts and a white beater, big, you know, tatted up. So the guy's like very passive and comes in and he's like, you know, looking down, and Pat's just kind of eyeing him like this, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know, I'm not thinking anything. I'm just like, this guy's fucking intimidating him or something, you know? But then the guy just looks up at him, and Pat's like, big dick for a golden retriever, don't you think? And I think that was the first moment I realized that Pat will make everybody as awkward as he can if he can. And I didn't know what to do. That guy didn't know what to do. Gully didn't know what to do. But then he just walked out of there. Like it was nothing. You know what I mean?
He thrived on other people's discomfort, bro.
Thrived in elevators when random people would walk in.
He would, he always had something to say. Like,
Oh, I can't believe that condom just got stuck in my ass. Can you believe it was there for a week? You know what I mean? It'd be like two middle-aged ladies or something. Or like two business guys come in. He's just like, man, I told my grandma, like, you get me socks again, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And like, that's how I ended up with 3 years of house arrest. Like the next Christmas, it's the same thing. You would have done it too, right? You know, like, just his comedy and was too good, man. You know, too funny, too natural. Never put any effort into it. It just was what he was thinking and what he wanted to do. And that's the most genuine part about
so
Pat.
Natural, like.
Bro, I never had a combo with him where I wouldn't laugh. Like, even anytime he called me, it was always just like a pre-smile because you knew what you know what I mean? Another funny thing, and I even made a status about this. Pat used to get off, love wasting my time. Call me and he would like find out if I'm, you busy, bro, I really need to talk to you. Can you get out to talk to me for a second? Man, I'm not like a fan, like I'd be like, you know, just in the middle of like, let's just say I'm in the middle of a night. I really, really need to talk to you, bro. It's super serious. Can I get a minute? You go outside, I'm like, all right, bro, what's going on? He's like, man, I just been thinking, like, I needed to ask, like, what would you do if you came home and your wife was sleeping with Bartone? I'm like, bro, stop wasting my fucking time, man. And then he would do that laugh, though, like, you know what I mean? His big laugh and shit like that, and yeah,
He's the
man.
best, bro. The last FaceTime I had with him, he calls me, he's with Quake eating, and he hits me on FaceTime just to ask what my definition of a double entendre was, so that he could immediately make fun of everyone who does them badly. It was so fucking funny, bro. We're just like crying on FaceTime, just like making fun of like basic battle rap lines, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro. He could find the humor in literally fucking anything. Anything.
And the greatest thing is he could have a convo with anybody.
Oh, for
so
sure.
like, you know, and that's the great thing, like he picked and choose who he'd do it to. Like, you know, if he went and sat down and he could feel that you weren't having like a great day, like he would automatically like turn it into like trying to make you feel good about yourself. Like I've seen Max, before I even knew Max, you know, he's the guy that went around filming Pat when he was doing the talks on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
And when he sits with that old lady and he sees that she's kind of
crying,
not there, and then he sits and he takes the moment to like make her day and like tell her how beautiful she looks and all that. And the girl was like, no one's ever said that to me before.
Get the best, yeah. But now here you are today in the sun, having the ice cream. That means you're great at dealing with your emotions because you know how to overcome it. And here you are having a good day. I walked by, the first thing you did was smile, and I know it's not because I'm handsome, and I know.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying I know it's because you're pleasant and you have a great aura, and that's why I'm sitting here right now. You look really nice too.
Thank you.
No, I really mean that.
But no, I always believe. Thank you. But you younger men, you're really making a difference in the world. I'm telling you, I got a high five from younger men on Canada Day.
When you do something nice for somebody, you walk away feeling good, they walk away feeling good. I think I compliment at least 3 people a day. Appreciate that, Carol.
Okay.
Carol, right?
Yes.
May I have a short hug? I don't want to get you.
Of course, thank you.
You have a great summertime.
You really made my day. You have no idea.
That makes my day.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, Carol.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
And like, you know what I mean? And like, he was a great reader of people.
I was just gonna
and
say, he
with
knew
that,
how to read the moment
yeah.
and the situation
And
so
with that,
well.
he was able to, there's so many people here. That's why you see people of all ages that are come out here and they're like, I've only met Pat twice, but man, what a human! What an impression he made on me. You know what I mean?
He made to fan, like reaching. He was the most like proactive homie when it came to just reaching out, even with just a message on like just how are you doing, how are things going, and he had such a good sense of like if someone wasn't doing the best, let me drop a line to, you know what I'm saying? And he would do it to his friends and even fans.
He would call me over Facebook status. He's like, yo, I just seen your status. You good? I'm like, bro, I'm joking.
Bro, but I talked to multiple fans yesterday who were like, I didn't know him personally, but we were like Facebook friends or whatever, and he would see a post and message me directly to check in if I was doing okay. And I'm like, bro, that's just who the guy was. He's
man, you know what?
He had the biggest heart of anybody I've ever known.
You know, I have this thing I wanted to say to Tay-Rock because there was a day, I guess, where, you know, people, like, I guess kids from Baltimore took one of Tay-Rock's chain, and he was kind of wilding out and everything, and like, Pat called me, and he's like, bro, am I fucking tripping? He's like, why is no one online telling this guy he's running and he's got kids, reminding him that he's a good human and all this stuff? He's like, man, it's just bugging me that, like, you know, no one's doing it. He's like, should I call him? And I was like, bro, if you have a relationship with him like that, I'm like, make that fucking 100%. Phone call. And he did it, and it's funny because when Pat passed, I seen Tay-Rock make a post like, man, when I was going through this, Pat was the only person that called me and was like, brother, you have a daughter, you have a good life, like, what are you doing?
The post.
You know what I mean?
I remember the post.
And I always wanted to say that to Tay-Rock, I'm like, man, Pat cared about you, bro. Like, he called me to make sure that he wasn't stepping over his line by calling you to ask that, but he was bothered seeing that other people weren't taking care of you the way that he wanted to see you taken care of in that situation.
Yeah, the way we look at you.
Yeah,
like,
you know
you're a figurehead.
No, and you know, he's seen that people wanted him to crash out, and he's like, nah, bro, you know, not one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the way he looked at it. He looked at it, you know, everyone, he was a guardian of everybody.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
What I mean?
What made you want to have him and Bartone battle for his first
That was Pat's choice. So again, Pat didn't really want to battle. Pat was at first just kind of supporting Holohan. You know, like how me and Pat even got in touch was I was trying to be his partner for the World Rap Championships, right? Because I don't know if you ever remember, Prolific did me so dirty.
Yeah, I remember.
Me and Nameless got together on like on a
Prolific
1-day
doing you
notice
dirty.
because Prolific told me he was going to be my partner for the World Rap Championships, and then the day before got announced with Aspire, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Wow. So I had to scramble, but then that's how me and Nameless man got, you know what I mean? And we jumped in there and did it, but the next year it was trying to be me and Pat was with it, and then all of a sudden he called me one day, he's like, I can't freestyle, man. And then he introduced me to Holohan. You know what I mean? So,
damn.
But you know, it was always just I was always begging Pat to be involved. Like, bro, we gotta, like, you know, I knew his talent because I was a fan of the Elements League battle and everything, and just him as a human. There was always the video of him with, like, I think it's with DJ IV, Quake Casper, and I think Jesse Ito, and Pat in his room just like talking shit, and I was just like,
a Colt 45,
yeah, and I was just like, yo, this
bro.
guy himself is just funny. We need to get him out.
That's when I was
you know
like,
what
this
I mean?
dude is bigger than just like doing small shit. That's what Awkward's like. That Awkward's was the first West Coast dude that like put all of like onto Pat.
That's how I heard
He's like,
about that.
yo, you got to see this guy's battles. You are going to love it.
Awkward's out.
I think so.
Patrick.
But Ak was literally the one who put the West onto Pat's battles. And from there, I remember watching a couple Elements League battles, and then it suggested just like one of Pat's videos.
What's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, the fuck-offs and idiots? John's Lunch, once a week. What you do, it's simple. What you do is you come to my house, pick me up, give me front seat, take me to John's Lunch, buy me a sea blue platter with a Pepsi and a gravy on the side. And then you drop me off home like you're supposed to. And that's it. And it goes on once a week. And you can get at me if you want to do this because it's been going on a lot lately. I've went like 10 times in the last 3 weeks. Fans, girls, idiots. I don't give a fuck. Right? Take me to John's Lunch. I like eating. Do you like eating? I like eating. For real though, get me John's Lunch, get me Colt 45, and then get out of my face.
But he wanted to battle Bartone? That was
Yeah. So, you know, trying to get him to battle, he wasn't going to do it at first. Like, you know, I was always bugging him. And then I'm like, bro, I'll let you pick your opponent. I'll let you, you know. And He just hated the way Bartone looked. That was really it. He thought he looked like a billy goat, and that was his whole thing. He's like, yeah, I got to battle him. He's a billy goat.
I was making fisherman jokes because I ain't that type of guy. But you will get a hook in the jaw if you bite my lines. I came here by myself, and I ain't scared of no motherfuckers. His whole crew's like a Halloween in the ghetto. Just a bunch of suckers.
Because if you knew Pat, and this is if you really knew, every person he knew, he had an animal for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He used to tell me I was a praying mantis.
HK was a
you know what I mean? Yeah. Avi was a sperm whale, like fucking, you know what I mean? Apollo's a lizard, fucking. He had it for everybody. You know what I mean?
That's incredible.
So, like that's when you knew.
Sperm whale is so random.
That's how you knew when Pat fucked with you, is when he would troll with you and play with you.
Seal deal?
Yeah.
Seal deal's the best, bro.
Yeah.
The photo shit of Seal Deal is one of my favorite things Pat ever posted.
Remember all the Centaur stuff with them too back in the day?
Shit,
Yeah,
bitch. You think it's a soft ass song again? Fuck y'all, busted. It's a Code 45 track, bitch. It's the summer jam. Shoot. They make you feel proud about drinking a Code 45. You got a cold? Shoot, you better represent that. Somebody says something, say Pat Stacey said it's legit, sucker. I'll bust you in the fucking head with it. I got my boy Boogie. It's your boy Boogie. Sit back, relax, crack open your malt liquor. Represent for all the coke sippers. Pop a 40 yeah. Fuck sipping gay shit, dog. Do a gun and drink a coke with the bank still on. Yo, sit back.